Hi guys, welcome back to the Dad Lore podcast. I'm here with Sinaz, Ali, and myself, Jimmy, and today we're going to be doing stories from Reddit. So my story is from Just There for the Pics, and his dad basically treats cars like they might trade a pair of shoes from Walmart. One time they were taking a round trip, and the tire just blows out, and they basically crash into the guardrail, and the car is kind of rough. So his dad just throws the keys on the dash, walks to the gas station, calls a cab, and has the cab pick up the family and then take them to the nearest Cadillac dealership, buys a new Cadillac, and they're back on the road again.
What?
Multiple incidents like this happen. When I asked my dad about these events and why he never had the cars towed or traded them in, he decided that it was not worth his time/hassle, and that whoever dealt with the car was essentially paid with the car.
My story comes from Maverick02_WR, and it is about how his dad accidentally started a forest fire. So he says, when my dad lived in the USSR before moving to the United States, him and his friends would play a game called Firefighter. The goal of the game was to set fire to a large grass field and call the fire department and try and put it out before they arrived.
That's awesome.
Most of the time they were able to, but sometimes, as they moved to bigger fields, they were not able to get it out of control. They're not able to get it in control. So a couple times the fire department came and was able to fix, but one time they were too far out and they picked a big field and they set it on fire and they could not get it out. By the time the firefighters got there, the entire forest was on fire. And they had to basically just get in their car and drive home.
Oh, God.
And they came back, and they just saw that everything was burned. Yeah. That's insane.
That's nuts.
Probably wouldn't be able to get away with that here.
No, setting a forest fire?
No.
That wouldn't go well.
No, I don't think so.
Alright. So my story is from McGeem5. And before it starts out, he just gives a little bit of background, which will help understand the story. His dad is 82. He's very English, and he is born Christian. And then growing up, it was always church on Sundays, wholesome activities, and occasionally they would watch WWF wrestling. But that was it. So around Easter time, this is in his words, I must have been 9 or 10. He told me and my brother about the time he ruined Easter egg hunt for a bunch of kids. So he was 20 at the time and living with his friend Doug at Doug's mom's in Vancouver in BC. They had been out drinking, street racing until late hours on a Sunday night. And when they got home, there were Easter eggs hidden around the house for kids to find in the morning. They saw that the eggs were in plain sight, so they gathered them all up and re-hid them in places the kids wouldn't find them, like the toilet tank on top of the water heater, in the under bedroom beds, stuff like that. And so in the morning, he was furiously woken up by Doug's mom at 9 a.m., hungover as and he only had a vague memory of what he had done. They had thought it had been pretty funny, but the mom still kicked him out of the house on the spot. That was the first time I'd ever heard my dad speak about his life before faith and religion. It is still my favorite story of his.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, let us know which story you guys like the best. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Dad Lore podcast. Do you guys have anything else you want to say?
Nope.
No.
Thank you. Enjoy your day.